lose a lot of time, right? Have a calendar for yourself. Fill the calendar up if you want to take advantage of the summer. Guys, have the 7-day game plan to bronze, right? You can get that on the Don't Say We Were Lucky Facebook page. I also have the Vima Affiliate Action Plan. Guys, you want to be prepared to build the business at all times. Okay, guys, and I'm going to, real quickly before I flip this board over and get on to the second part of this, I'm going to go over outcome goals versus process goals. It's a very simple it's a very simple difference. Okay, outcome goals, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do, right? Process goals is this is how I'm going to do it, right? Most people, guys, they set outcome goals, okay? And then they never reach those outcome goals because they never actually identified what it was that they needed to be doing on a daily basis that would create that, right? Guys, let me give you an example of an outcome goal. Andrew Luck wants to win the Super Bowl this year, right? That's a no-brainer. How much control over that does he actually have? Okay, he's the quarterback. He doesn't have full 100% control, right? But he can control the little things that he can do, right? Another example, if a guy wants to get into a relationship at the end of the year, he doesn't necessarily have the total control over that, right? But what does he have control over? He can control how many girls he talks to, right? He can control how many girls he asks out, that type of thing. Those are process goals versus outcome goals. Guys, I promise you, if you only set outcome goals for yourself and you don't take the time to really identify what those process goals are, it's going to be very, very, very difficult for you to move forward, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and flip this board over. We ended up breaking it, so give me just a second. We're going to flip it over.
Let me hit the undo. Hit the next piece again.
Other way.
Which one?
Back. There we go. Very gentle. And then you want it to rest on this bottom part. Oh, there we go. Sorry,
Good.
Good?
7:30.
All right, we're gonna edit it. All right, guys, so this is goal setting continued. All right, guys, what I've done here is I've actually identified and given you guys kind of an example on how to properly set goals, right? I didn't want to just talk about it. I wanted to show you guys what that would actually look like. Okay, so again, I'm going to go through this quickly. Take the time to go back through this, pause, do whatever you got to do, look at some of these numbers more in depth. Kyle's going to be kind of following my train of thought, so definitely take time to go back and look at all this and make sure you guys understand everything, right? So I use the goal example of gold, right? Go for gold like we always say. Guys, that is an outcome goal, right? First, you want to have your strong reason why. Going back to what I initially said, right? So I use the example of where I am at right now, right? I have 0 left, I have 0 right. And in other words, I'm a new affiliate in the business. I have no points, I have no PQs, no personally enrolled people, in other words. I'm brand new. What do I need, right? Going to the numbers, okay? I need 3,600 points on one side, 1,800 points on the other, okay? I'm not pulling those out of my ass. You can actually find those on the rank advancement chart, okay, guys? Another tool that we use, right? So how does that equal out, right? You want to know what it's going to look like, guys. Your business can become predictable when you understand the numbers, okay? When you understand that that really only means 30 people on your left and 15 people on your right on auto ship, guys, that's 45 people. Right, we're talking about August 6th, right? Think about this, 45 people, or that's 60 people on left, 30 people on the right on a 1-pack, right? Or 30 people, 15 people all getting 2-packs, or 15 people and 8 people all getting an affiliate pack. Guys, that's subject to change after the June 11th convention, where we may change a little bit of the compensation plan, which is super exciting. But guys, this is what you want to start to do, right? Start to identify what this looks like for yourself. And then work backwards, right? Something Bryce Matic taught me that I would take to the grave is have your sights on the goal you want, but your day-to-day game plan needs to be to the next rank, right? So in this instance, the next rank for this person or me in this instance would be bronze, right? So from May 1st to May 14th, right, that last half of the RA period, I'm going to make my plan to be bronze. Right? And I'm going to do this same process above and identifying the numbers for bronze. Why? Because guys, you got to learn to take the eyes off of your own results and start putting them on the team, right? And focusing on creating results for the team. Why? Because here's the cool part, guys, is when you can hit bronze based off of a game plan that you set up for yourself, guess what? Then you can help someone else hit bronze by using that same game plan, right? You're gonna understand the business to the point where you can help people build this business, full out. Guys, here's the thing, is whoever creates the most bronze, silvers, and golds wins. Embrace the process. If your goal is gold, know how you hit bronze, know how you hit silver, and know, most importantly, how you hit gold so that you can help the people in your business do the same. Okay, guys, these are some outcome goals. I think a lot of people maybe have some confusion on, okay, what are some goals I should even have during an RA period, guys? These are what I have through experience, through mentorship, through just talking to a lot of the people that I do have as mentors. Guys, these are what I have identified as the most important outcome goals for each RA period to help you lead by example, right? People do what you do, not what you say, okay? First one, personal enrollment goal, right? Whether it's 1, whether it's 200, whether it's, whatever. Have a personal enrollment goal so that way you're constantly enrolling people into the business, you're constantly adding new blood, whether it be affiliates or customers, or customers, right? Have a rank advancement goal, right? And when you have a rank advancement goal, this is how I encourage you to look at it. Who do I need to help rank advance to bronze, to silver, to gold, to equal the amount of volume, okay, the amount of volume equal to my desired rank, right? So if I want to hit diamond, how many bronze, silvers, and golds do I need to create within my business that will create the volume that will bring me to diamond, right? You don't want to have a diamond level business and have no ranks underneath you. Okay, that's a job in a sense, guys. You want to have a business that is built, with the foundation and that is literally foundationally sound. Okay? Have how many new people, do I want to meet this rank advancement period? I think this is huge because a lot of people, they do something called surface swimming. They talk to the same people. Guys, I encourage you, go out and meet new people, whether it's 1 person, 2 people. Like I said, the number is completely between you and you. The point is to have a goal of doing it, right? And then the last thing I think is the biggest thing is have a personal goal, right? What other area of my life do I want to progress in, right? I know that you guys, not everyone wants to do VEMA for the rest of their life. That's great, right? Start working on some of the things that you have, for your future right now. And start to use this, type of process to help you make those goals. Okay, guys, so I also wanted to give an example of process goals, and this is actually going to carry in to this, okay? This is as far as like launching this summer, guys. If you take these process goals seriously, this one example that I use, and you apply it with the next part I'm about to talk about, we can absolutely blow up this summer, okay? I'm going to talk about one goal, right? The first one, personal enrollment goal. Let's say my goal is to enroll 3 affiliates. That's my outcome goal by May 14th. This is the process part of it, right? These are the process goals. What am I going to do? I need to make a list of at least 100 people who could benefit from the opportunity, right? That's process goal number 1. Process goal number 2, call through that entire list by May 7th, right? By calling 20 people from that list a day, Friday through Thursday, right? Guys, for those of you who don't know, Friday is the start of every rank advancement period week. It ends on Thursday, right? That's also the day we get paid out. Why are you doing that? Because if you were to take all the whole 2 weeks that you have to contact all 100, you're not giving yourself any time to have follow-up time, to have closing time, to have time to actually follow up with these affiliates, these potential affiliates that you want in your business. Okay? Use that next week to do your follow-ups, right, with all the people that you exposed week 1. Okay? And what you're doing with these calls, you're calling these 20 people, you're setting up exposures with them for the next day. Right? So let's say you start on Monday and you call those 20 people, you get 1 person on Tuesday to say, yes, I'm down to talk about the business. Right? You get an upline there, you leverage a video, you leverage the products, whatever it is, always make sure you're leveraging, right? Definitely don't stray away from the system in terms of that. But guess what happens then? On Tuesday, not only do you have an exposure, but you're doing the same thing you did yesterday. You're contacting 20 more people. Guys, that's going to start to compound and you're going to fill your schedule up, right? That is how you take advantage of the summer. Guys, you're using a technique called the law of averages. A lot of people think they understand the law of averages. Guys, if your goal is 3, okay, and you're calling 100, you can have 97 people tell you no and still hit your goal. Right? That's why they always say the problem with society is not that they aim too high and miss, it's that they aim too low and hit. Don't be afraid to aim high. When you break it down like this, these goals are very, very, very attainable. Okay, and understand, if you call, what you're doing is you're getting better, guys. Treat this like a numbers game. If you're calling 20, maybe the first 15 don't answer. Maybe 5 do. Okay, out of those 5, you only get 1 to say yes for tomorrow. Guys, That means you talk to 5 people and you got 1 to say yes. That means if you talk to 10 people, you're gonna get 2 to say yes. Do you see what I'm getting at? You're gonna get better the more you do this. Here's the cool part. I wanna emphasize the importance of events. I think this is something we have gotten away from. Here this second semester, guys. This is huge. Okay, and if you utilize this step right here, okay, you can go into the next 3 RA periods doing this process. Why? Because you're one person, and if you added 3 affiliates in the next 2 weeks, you would now be able to do this rule right here. Guys, I learned about this at convention. It completely changed my paradigm. Okay, it's the 4x4x4x3 rule. What this means is 4 affiliates, you and the 3 people, let's say that you just enrolled, bring 1 person each, right? So maybe that was you calling that 20 people and you got 1 person to come out, whatever that looks like for you. 1 person each to 3 events that week for 4 straight weeks. Guys, 3 events, okay? 3 events in a week's time. It's not a lot of events. We used to do a crap ton more events than that. That is very doable for anyone who's doing this part-time or full-time. Guys, that's gonna create 192 exposures to the business in 1 rank advancement period. Okay? If you fail 50% of the time on closing and following up, you as a team, you added 96 people to the business and you're almost diamond if you balance it out correctly. Okay? Guys, this game plan, like I said, starts at May 1st. If you utilize just some of this information right here, you take action on it, right? Information without application is just information. If you take action on this, you could literally set yourself up for the next 3 rank advancement periods to do this 4x4x4x3 rule every single week. Okay? Guys, the second thing about the importance of events is the campfire effect. Don't neglect this. I understand personals are great. I understand 3-way calls, Skype calls, all that's phenomenal, guys. But at the same time, there's no campfire effect with it. Okay? When you make this schedule of events and you plug into this schedule of events, I don't care if no people show up. I don't care if 1 person shows up. Guys, as a team, make it a priority to collectively show up, right? Because it's about being with the team and it's about, just embracing that culture that there is. Okay, so like I said, use these last 2 weeks to create an opportunity for yourself over the summer to do something as simple as this. Okay, if you're someone who's new, find out who in your area is hosting consecutive, consistent events and plug in. Right? And if you're not new, guys, it's time to step up, right? I think everyone has the ability to do 3 events a week, right? 30 minutes to an hour, like 3 times a week in your area. And that is going to help facilitate the growth that we are looking for. Okay, guys, myself as well as other leaders in your upline, we will be and want to be traveling out to every single place this summer, right? In order to do that, the communication has got to be there. Right? We have to know that when we're coming, these are the events that you have set up, right? We want to know that you have some type of schedule. And as a leader, guys, if you have any intentions of building this thing long-term and creating a long-term sustainable income, guys, you can't do it without a schedule. You cannot do it without any type of schedule. Bryce Madick said it best. If you don't schedule it, you don't execute it. Here's the conclusion, guys, and this is the last thing I'll say, and we'll end this video. Understand the mentality behind goal setting, right? Like I said, go back through the video, read some of this stuff yourself, look at some of the numbers, right? I kind of went through it really fast because I didn't want to make this video super long. Understand the mentality of goal setting and the things that are written on this board as opposed to just the verbatim actual examples I used. Why? Because guys, this mentality and process of making goals in this way, it can literally apply to any area of your life, whether it be health, whether it be your family, relationships, whether it be a business, another business related goal that you have. You apply this type of outcome goal and process goal and breaking it down and finding out what you would need to do over a certain amount of time and working backwards, these different types of concepts, guys, and you can hit any one of these goals, right? But it's gonna take time. It's gonna take time for you to sit down and write out what it is that you need to do, what it is that you wanna do, and why it is that you wanna do it. Okay, but I promise you guys, if you take the time to do that, summer's yours, right? Summer's ours. So I'm super fired up, guys. I appreciate everyone for tuning into this call. Definitely feel free to contact myself as well as other upline if you have questions regarding anything you heard on this video. But, with that, like we always say, don't say we were lucky.